What's going on, everybody? Israel Galindo here from Metalore, aka ISSRADIO. Hope you guys are doing great out there. So today, I wanted to give you guys a little tour of some of the worlds that ISSRADIO has built for not only personal but for public use by others. Now, when I mean public use by others, is a lot of these worlds that we do create end up becoming sort of hubs for other people to come and take advantage of and utilize. And yes, you can in Metaverse take a world and set it up and configure it for private use or make it unlisted, just like you would do a YouTube video, or make it public and interactive by other people out there. So let's go ahead and get started and show you what it's all about. Let's walk into the Metaverse by the snap of a finger. Okay, so welcome everybody. We are now in the Metaverse. So one of the things that you want to automatically understand is that this space that you're seeing here, which happens to be both in the physical world and in the Metaverse. Now, there is another video that speaks to what the Metaverse actually is. But in this relation, we're actually going to back up the front camera and show you guys what we have. Now, in the real world, or IRL, what we have is we have a 12 by 12 foot office space, which is this one here, based in Thousand Oaks, California. Now, that's all the spaces. In the Metaverse, we actually have about 8,000 square foot movie studio. So what we're gonna do is we're actually going to back up the camera to kind of show you guys around of what that studio looks like. So let me back up this camera. And as you can see, and I'll be moving with you guys so you can see what's going on. Let me move this one down so we don't actually go into flight mode. There we go. So what this ends up being is multiple studios in the same space, if you will. These studios all serve different purposes, different things. One of the purpose that we do is obviously creating this stage, if you will, of this studio that we have in the real world. And as you can see in Metaverse, we actually just built a screen to give you the illusion that we're still in the same IRL, in real life studio. But in Metaverse, what we actually want to do is give you not only the illusion, but the effect of what is going on. In this example, you can see the cameras around me and all the lights pointing to that set. So you can see not only that we have bright lights that shine my face in the studio itself, but also give you view of other sets that we have built for different purposes. In example, we have a DJ music area that is over, it's on the other side of the set, so I have to take you guys over there. But let's start here, and we'll start just with the basic studio, which is really going to be another set that we would use for podcasting or for news. So in this example here, it is a grand studio that would show something in the background, something streaming, and that would give you the effect of being in an actual studio. Now, to make this work for us, we would zoom in to this set, like such, to really get away from the blue walls in the background. Let's get a little tight shot in there. Yeah, something like this. And then myself would jump into the back end of the desk and then be able to talk to you. Let's not go too far. There you go. And then be able to talk to you from here as I was reporting the news or reporting from this set. I could get a person to interview in-house here. They can not even be in my same location. They can actually be across the world, but could be sitting right next to me. And we can be having a conversation like you and I would in regards to whatever we discuss in this set. Now, there are plenty of other sets that we have built in this area, and the reason for these different sets is literally just that, because we have different things we talk about, different things we interview about, and we like different methodologies of those specific things. Let me take you over to the DJ area. This would be if I'm interviewing somebody in regards to music and DJing and things like that. So one of the things that we could do, as I mentioned, one of the things we could do is we can bring a DJ live from IRL in real life and bring their avatar right here in front, and they can be DJing at the same time they are in the real world on the stage. So this is one of the many things that we can do. Let me come out right here in front of you so I could chat with you guys. This is like just one of many things that ISSRADIO has completed in the metaverse, and really it has been being able to infuse the two worlds together. Now, why am doing the two-world infusion? It really is because we want to share the information of IRL and metaverse together into one world, bringing in not only the ability of achieving this information, not for all social media, YouTube, metaverse, etc., but also to be able to let others know of what is going on here in metaverse. Hey, bud, how are you?
How's it going?
Good, bud. So I was just kind of doing a live social media streaming video in regards to metaverse and real life.
Is this new?
Yeah, this is new. Hi. Let me turn my camera on a little bit. Actually, good timing, by the way. What's your name, by the way?
My name is Mr. Vega.
What's up, Mr. Vega? How are ya?
Good, just exploring these worlds that are building in the metaverse.
Yeah.
It's so amazing now.
Yeah, so
Really cool stuff going on.
yeah, one of the things I was doing is I was recording this live stream video for YouTube and Facebook in regards to letting people that are not part of the metaverse like you and I are, and explaining what can be created in here and how it can benefit.
You can go live and stream it at the same time?
Yeah, exactly.
That is crazy.
So the way I did it is I take another avatar, the one in front of me, on another Windows computer, and I bring it into this world, and then he becomes my camera.
Wow, that's crazy.
And then I just use a program like a live streaming program that is displaying my screen on that computer, and he becomes my camera. So it's kind of like a cameraman everywhere I go.
That is dope.
Isn't that cool, bud? Yeah, it's really, really cool.
So what's the what's gonna be happening here? Like every week or what?
Yeah. So we actually do a lot of interviews in here for a lot of people in the metaverse and what they've accomplished and done. One of the stages is for podcasting. We have a DJ, her right up here. She DJs here in the metaverse in one of our nightclubs. So we're going to bring her in a couple of days and interview her here about how she's going to transform from IRL into the metaverse and start DJing parties here in this world.
And you think one day there will be actually employees for places like this?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, believe it or not, the worlds that have casinos right now have people that are employed and make $3,000 or $4,000 a month to literally just talk to people like you and say, hey, you want to play some games? This is how the games are played. This is what you want to do, and literally be a customer service of these worlds.
What?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, because I'm building my place. Cause I went in Oculus probably like a month ago. And
Right.
I started building my own little place because this is so much fun.
It's a lot of
And
fun.
I'm starting to see all these new worlds, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
It's cool, huh? It's really cool. It's fun.
It's like a whole nother life.
Uh-huh.
It's fucking crazy.
It really is. It really, really is. And we have created private offices, for ourselves to work out of. We've built the house, and I actually had a developer build me an actual nightclub. So the nightclub runs 3 times a week, and the DJs get paid because people that are in Metaverse want to advertise in the billboards, so they pay me to advertise.
So if I'm here, 10 hours a day, how can I get a job?
Yeah, so you could do it 2 ways. So if you build a world that people come in and visit, you can have others advertise their little ads or billboards, if you will, in your world, right? Especially if it becomes a popular world, you can get paid for that. On the other end, if you build a world that, like a game world where you have a challenge, you can tell people, hey.
What about working for another world and then still exploring after you're out of work?
Yeah, exactly. So what you want to do is you want to find functional worlds that are on a daily basis having some kind of flow, if you will, like day. It has to be a constant flow, exactly. And one of the cool things is like Daisy's challenges. Daisy's been around forever in here, but Daisy's challenges, what she ends up doing is she employs people to help her facilitate these worlds. Like, you might go into her maze and get lost, and you need help. You hit a button, and somebody like you gets an alert going, hey, I need help. You pop in, and you're like, okay, let me give you some hints how to get out of the world. But she's employing you to, exactly. So, yeah, man, this is cool. 2 months. Yeah, I've been doing it about 2 months now. I actually run a club 3 nights a week in Altspace, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, and we get DJs from all over to come and play. So I'd love to see you there. Love to have you in the club.
Yeah, definitely gonna check it out. I'm definitely gonna check it out. But this is so cool.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, thank you.
Really cool concept.
Yeah, and anytime you need anything, hit me up. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Yeah, definitely. And when's the next live stream and all that?
So the next live stream that we're doing is actually tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific time, because we're in LA. So we go 6.
I'm in LA too.
Oh, okay, yeah, so you too. So we go 6 to 9, and the name of the world is called City Nights. It's one of our nightclubs. Tonight just happens to be old school type style, classic, hip-hoppy music. And then tomorrow we have house music. And then Saturday night we have more like dance music, EDM and stuff. But yeah, man, love to have you. Come by and check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check it out tonight.
Definitely gonna check it out tonight. Awesome, but yeah, stop by. Love to see you.
Definitely.
All right. Yeah, of course, bud.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. So as we were mentioning, this is one of the patrons that was in Metaverse as we were filming live, and stating that a lot of these worlds that we do create are public worlds. And public worlds are basically open to anybody and everybody in Altspace and Metaverse. Now, when you have a person that has an open world, anybody can come into these worlds and just be part of it, communicate, be interactive, etc. And if that's the case, some people like that, some people don't like that. So there's a lot of types of worlds out here that can be created. Some are very interactive for the public, games, strategies, adventures. And then there's other worlds that are more functional for business. An example, this one being open sets for anybody to come in and record whatever they want to record and utilize it for free. We have our DJ Monique coming into the Metaverse and being interviewed here and doing a live show for us while she's on the screen, being behind us on the DJ deck, and also being able to have that dual personality going, IRL and Metaverse at the exact same time. So there's a lot of things that can be done in these worlds that just become stages, if you will, for entertainment. And this is one of the things that I'm glad that we got to see this person pop in and have a few questions that you might be asking as well. And this is why I wanted to bring you guys into some of these worlds. So I'm going to take you to a couple of other worlds that we've created. And to show you that, it's the magic of post-editing. Click, right? All right, let's get into our next world in 30 seconds. Hi, okay, we're back. So in this world here, this is the ISSRADIO's production studios. This is our studio where we actually, let me click on one thing I need to do here. There we go. Okay, that's better. So this is the ISSRADIO's production studios. This is one that we had just built about 2 weeks ago. Now, from the studio that you saw earlier to this one, the other one is a live streaming studio where we stream videos and record videos for certain things. But ISSRADIO Studios and Nightlife Entertainment Work needed a place to meet with music producers, entertainers, and really show them what happens behind the scenes and production of music and editing of music, etc. Yes, we can have parties here, we can have shows, but we really want to kind of take you through what the ISSRADIO Studios is all about. So as you can see, when you walk into our lobby, this is nighttime. Let's give you guys a little daytime. This is how easy it is to change a world's daytime. So let me change my skybox to daytime. Let's give it a morning dew. There we go. Give you guys a little daytime of a city. And now you see a city view. Now, if I wanted to be more secluded, I could change what we call a skybox into daytime mountains. Maybe I want to have a little secluded production studio up in the mountains with a little bit of snow, kind of give you that, winter feeling. So when you walk in, you will notice, let me switch my screen so you can actually see it. You will notice that you're going to be walking into our studio here, and then I'm going to let you walk through so you can kind of get a feel. Let's get rid of this screen right here. There we go. All right, so we're going to have you walk into the studio. And then this is our entry point of the studio. Now, one of the things I did want to point out is it's all about decoration. So we decorated this pretty nicely with some really music-related, memorabilia, little Michael Jackson and, a couple of records. This one's actually one of my favorites. This is what was put into one of the rockets by NASA, explaining the human race to others. So let's go ahead and walk up the stairs here. And you can kind of start getting a feel for what our production studio is all about. We have a seating area. And as far as seating area, we walk into a massive open space that gives us not only a DJ table for a DJ to come and play, a headliner table up there, a private office up here for myself that I can meet with people and actually meet with other producers around the globe of when we're trying to work on events, etc. Now walking into this massive space, there is a DJ booth right here. There is a actual stage for people to play instruments on. There's a party booth, so you can sit here and watch videos in the party booth. Let's get you guys moving a little faster here. And then we have an actual stage. You walk into the stage here. There's guitars. We have our cameras to record here as well. Synthesizer, a drum set, and this is what it would look like from this point of view. Now, giving you guys a feel for this space here, this is a 3-floor space and an outdoor event area. So we do have both areas here that you can go up through via the staircase. And yes, we have pictures of many different artists and people that we work with. Let me take you to our second level here, just to give you a flow. Here, when you go into this space, there's our DJ booth. And again, this is a created space that it only took a couple of hours to build. Once you start playing in MetaVerse, things just become easy. And you don't have to be a full creator to do this. I'm more of a creator of music, but these are pictures of DJ Kitten and myself, and some of the spaces that we've played in. Now let's take you into our office. Here's our office. And once you go into this office space up here, then what's going on is you are then transported into this office where we actually meet with other producers. So one of the things about these spaces is literally just that you get to experience, just like if you were in real world, an office space, and be able to then function out of an office space like such, where I can look at a laptop, I can look at a big screen that I'm working out of. Let me bring my cameraman a little bit closer so we can see what's going on. So I've got this laptop in front of me, and if I wanted to have somebody across like this talking to you, and I wanted to show something that we were producing in music on the big screen, all I do is I just gotta turn the cameraman to the big screen, and then we can be discussing whatever project we're working on in this space and really have that. Now, as I stated, these spaces can be set up for private use and invite only, because sometimes, as you saw in the previous part of this video, we had somebody just walk in and start asking questions in the middle of a live interview. Even us having the post showing that we are recording live, they just see that and go, oh, on air. Oh, okay, whatever. What do you guys do here? And then they just start asking questions. And of course, not a big deal. You know, everybody's just getting used to these worlds and what we are all about. And we love to share with the public. This is why we kind of are in Metaverse, to share and explore across other worlds what's going on. So one of the biggest things for us is to be able to facilitate that. And by that, I mean being able to get you guys out there excited to be in here with us, where we can sit here and discuss your next music project. Or you look at a world like this and go, I want what you have. How do we make that happen? There's a lot of creators in here that can facilitate those as well. Now, one of the things I do want to show you is there is a large creative group in here that also does help not only in building, but facilitating how you monetize things like Metaverse. And, you know, how can you become, as the gentleman had asked earlier, an employee of other worlds, or how can you have your own world and monetize it where you are making money in that. Now, for us here, we end up doing the music production, and really just becomes that, where we have two things going on at the same time. We are facilitating editing of music and creators and music producers. We still do the same business that we do in IRL, but we now bring it to a whole new level where we can really meet with people and show them visually via the metaverse what is going on. And this is one of the biggest things for us, is to be able to show, not just talk on the phone and go, let me give you a vision. Now you can show them. And it's literally in these worlds, that's the neat thing about these worlds, is you can definitely, when you say, let me show you something, you can definitely pop anything out in front of them. If I wanted to show you a blue egg, I literally would show you a blue egg. Let me pop it up in front of us here so you can see it. There is a blue egg right here. I could be discussing this blue egg that just appeared in the air out of nowhere. And this is the power of Metaverse. This is visually interactive items. I mean, I could bring this closer to me and show you what it's all about. Let me move my screen around a little bit. I could bring this up to you and discuss discuss this item that we're working with. Maybe we are discussing creating something for you. Maybe we're talking a record and you wanted to see what the vinyl is going to look like. And maybe it doesn't even have to do with music. Maybe it just has to do with any business. But as you can see, I literally brought something out of air just to facilitate showing you an amazing tool that we can have here in discussion of that. So I'm going to take you upstairs to the rooftop. Say we were here hanging out and we're like, hey, let's go watch video, let's go hang out, let's go watch a live DJ, or let's go show your video on big screen of what 2,000 people would see. Well, let's go upstairs and I'll show you what that looks like. So let's turn you around. I'm going to take you back outside. Oh, and just to show you what the outside looks like here, this is still level 2. And skybox is a 360 view of whatever we decide to show you. There's a rooftop up there. This is just our second level. And so what I'll do is I'm going to take you to the third level so you can see what we are all about in the third level. So let's go over here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you over to our staircase. Take you upstairs. And yes, as I mentioned, we have a lot of artists that we work with. And I just wanted to move the camera so you can see. This is our full 360 view. Daytime, we can make it night. And we have a bar over here. And this view here is going to give you really that 360 view. Again, if you have clientele, you're trying to show them what it would look like people to party up here to their music, you can do that. We do have a little stand here for somebody to put their DJ equipment and DJ in front. In that example being, let me pop over to you to kind of show you that in action. As one of the things that I like to do when I bring people up here is really show them if we were having a night party or day party, what it actually would look like if somebody was standing here in front of the table, had DJ equipment, and were actually DJing to the public while they had that as well. Now, we talked about skyboxes, we talked about interactives. One of the co-interactive things that we have here is we have wings. Now, what does that mean? I can click on a wing, and now I'm wearing wings. I know, it's silly sometimes, but interactive things here are very neat when it comes to, like, let me grab a drink from the bar. It might be, there you go. I can grab a drink from the bar and be sipping it while I'm talking to you. So this is one of the things that is really neat about Metaverse is it appears. It's like magic, right? If you were thinking about the real world, magic that you can turn things on and end up seeing things in front of you and have a party. So let's give you the night view just to show you, as we talked about skyboxes being night and all of that. So let's give you something at night. So this is going to be nighttime. Now you can see we have a more visually, pleasing party with the moon out. And now it looks like you are celebrating a party. If I wanted to put fireworks, I could click the button, fireworks will stop blowing up in the sky. I could have your name appear across the space. And these are just little things that, we can focus on in every different world. So now, when you are in Metaverse, depending on the platform that you're using, we're using AltSpace. One of the things that you will notice is that anytime you go to any Metaverse style world, what they're going to do is you're always going to get a home where you can have your own private space. Every platform does that. Now, some are very significant and look amazing. Other ones just look like a bunch of cartoon boxes. The one that you get in AltSpace is very cartoony. And so what you do is you then want to create yourself one in worlds. And in worlds such like this, it looks more realistic. So next, we're going to invite you to our home so you can see what we've done with our home and what we can expand our home to, which is just your imagination. So again, with the power of post-editing, I will be taking you right now to the next stage, which is going to be our home here in the metaverse. Hi, okay, so welcome. Now, we ended up giving this house a name. We call it Meta Villa, like a villa, very Italian, but I wanted to kind of show you guys the space of what it looks like. We gave it a night sky feeling because earlier we were having a party and we wanted sort of a night sky feeling. Any part of this is very interactive, so yes, if you wanted to go see what kind of vehicle we had, you can go into the space itself and even sit behind the wheel of the car. So if you wanted to go in the vehicle, you can actually be in the vehicle. So little things that you can do to make the experience be very immersive. So one of the things I like to show you is, let's go into the house so you can kind of see what it looks like. So welcome to Meta Villa by ISSRADIO, and step on in and I'll show you guys what is all about. And yes, I have to get rid of my wreath. That was my Christmas effect, but we did get rid of the Christmas tree. So this is the entrance of the house. As you can see, there's a picture of me. We've got a lot of cool decorations. Some of them are very animated 3D, and the other ones are more realistic, like the fire glowing in the background. We do have a typical living room, and then we do have an open space. And again, when we change the boxes, if you will, to a different view, then we can give you guys a different look by just changing a skybox to something more desirable. So in this example, let's just give you guys, well, we can just keep the city view for right now, so you can just look like we're living in the city. So this is what the home looks like from the inside. Very spacious, very open. We do have a kitchen, and the kitchen view is right now, so I changed the skybox to the city. So this is a city view of everything that's going on. Everything in here was added by me. All the furniture and all of that was added by me. So I just kind of wanted to give you a view of that. So taking you upstairs, I have an office space upstairs as well as my bedroom. So this is upstairs view. We do have a bathroom and a closet. And this is open space. People can come here. I don't have it set to private. Now, some of the things I do have set to private is when it comes to that desk area that you see in front of you, you can set up parameters and maybe even around where you can set up perimeters where people can't walk in certain areas. Now, why would you do that? Maybe there's things that you don't want people to have access to. In my example is that portal and that desk back there. That's really my work area. So I don't allow people to step back there. They can visit this place. They can move around all about. But when it comes to that desk, unless you're invited to, you can't get behind the desk and you can't click that portal. So this would be my bedroom. And because this cameraman does have access, that person can get behind here. And when I need to work in my items, I could turn on this screen and mirror my computer in real life and actually work in my space. I could meet with people if I wanted to up here. And that takes me to my streaming studio. One of the ones that I have not shown you yet, but you guys have seen the actual streaming live sets. So we're gonna take a little shortcut here. This is our balcony outside. Now, why am I taking you up here? I wanna show you something. This is supposed to just be a two-story house with a back garage. Now, the back garage was actually created into an actual movie theater. Now, because I am an entertainer, I put a dance floor inside the pool. I have a staircase, and I decided to make a private club on top of the movie studio. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump downstairs to show you what this all looks like from the outside. So let me do a full 360. Here's the back of the house, coming out the back door. We got a fire, we got some sofas. Yes, there is a dance floor inside the pool and there's bubbles. So if I wanted to, at many times, I'll come in here, put in a movie from my laptop, jump in the pool, sit here, and enjoy the movie in my own private home of this space. I'll be taking you over to the other parts of the house in a minute, but I really wanted to show you if I wanted to entertain my friends, I could take them into my movie theater. Let me walk into the theater. And plenty of seating. Yes, that is Boba Fett and Yoda on the other side, and R2-D2 is actually right here. So if I wanted to, I could entertain many people in this movie theater and have people enjoy a great movie, a video, whatever I really wanted to show, I can really play across that. Now, you guys probably did see that, yes, I built a private nightclub, and as I mentioned. And behind the house, there's actually a private live streaming studio. When I don't want to click all the way to the other studio, I can actually record live videos in here as well. So let me get you guys over to the nightclub upstairs. Now, again, sometimes I'm done with playing a club and I really just want to just come back and relax, or I invite my friends to my private club here, and then they can also come up and party in this club as well. So let's get you guys up there. So let me turn this around. Now we have daytime turned on, so we have to switch it to nighttime so you can actually see what it's all about. So let's go up the stairs. All right, so let's go in here. Here, we'll do it a different way. Here, we'll do it like this. There we go. And then we'll take you guys upstairs. Let me move my controllers a little bit so I can do this two-handed, because sometimes it just takes two hands to get you guys back on track. All right, well, I think because the way the camera angle was, we were having just a hard time getting up the stairs. And that's one of the things. I'm working two different cameras. I'm working one with my Oculus, and the one you're seeing right now, it is actually a Windows computer. So I'm just gonna back it up. And as we're talking out loud, I'm just gonna sort of point up to the nightclub with my controller. Now this is again on the computer versus doing it in the Oculus. You can do it in the Oculus more easy. And as you can see, when it shows red, you can't go up there. Now, one of the reasons why it can't go up there is also because I might have blocked off certain areas. So for now, I'll just back up here and show you what we've got up there. We've got a full DJ deck. We've got it looks like a movie theater. And we also have a dance floor up there. And yes, I was trying to get up there, but it looks like it is locked out. So anyways, instead of wasting time on that, I just kind of wanted to show you that, yes, we do have another space on there. Now, ending with the cool thing is all my worlds have what we call portals. These are portals of different worlds that I've created that are important to me. So when it comes to me having to go to the menu, I just create these quick places to go to where I need to go. So in the last example that we're going to take you to is we're actually going to take you over to our nightclub. Now, going to that is just a click of a button. So we're going to click here. And our cameraman is going to go there first. Now, while he's heading over there, I'm actually going to go into it as well from my end. So we'll just wait for the cameraman to show up there. And then I will be following right behind. So I'm going into what we call our City Nights nightclub. And once that is loaded, you're going to see our actual nightclub. Now, one of the reasons why I'm ending it with this one is going to be because we have an event tonight here. It's on 90s classic hip hop. That's our Thursday nights. Fridays we do house music, and Saturdays we do EDM dance music, and we keep it consistent to get followers to come and play here. So as you've already popped in, I'm going to actually turn on the music. And now when you're looking at this from the camera view, you're not going to see a few things because Windows PC misses a few things that Oculus adds. An example, to my left, you see what looks like white in front of the mixer. You just see the sand. For me, there's actually a DJ booth there with a DJ and an animated DJ deck, but you don't get to see that because it was created only for the Oculus. So there's a few things in here that you will not be able to see, but everything else you'll be able to see. This is our nightclub, and I'm gonna take you like kind of quick tour of it. One of the things on it is, yes, it's very festive, very Las Vegas, and it's a 360 view of the Strip of Las Vegas. We have our butterflies. We have a red carpet where you can go take pictures for the new year that we set up. And as a matter of fact, I need to be removing that. We have a bar upstairs with dancing area and seating area. And we do have a full nightclub downstairs as well with many areas and stages. So turning it back to the big screen here, I'm actually going to be editing the banner right in front of you. This is why I wanted to kind of keep you in that view, how easy it is. I created a banner on the cloud in Canva, and the banner is going to replace that one. Now, in replacement of the banners, we're just going to add a different picture for tonight, which is going to be the 90s hip hop night. You know, we've already advertised it, we promoted it, and now I want you to see how easy it is to add something like that and replace the big screen up there. Now, you're basically seeing the gigantic poster. You're not seeing the little one just yet. As I stretch it and make it bigger, then you're going to see this gigantic poster up here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place it in front of the other one here. There we go. Might be a little bigger than I wanted it to be, but it literally gets the message. Push it back a little bit. There we go. So it kind of gets the message across what we're pushing tonight here. Thursday nights is called Beat Turno for us. And what we do is we have 3 DJs playing. I'm headlining myself in the center. And we've got Funky Chef and Magic Kenny both going to play tonight. So what I'm doing is, again, I'm just facilitating the banner, as you can see, the flyer, if you will. And then you can kind of, if you were to pop into this world during the day when nobody's here, as we are right now, then you can see what is going on tonight. You'll see the date and go, oh, there's a party tonight. Oh, and it's going to be, there's a picture, you know, TLC. And you'll notice that we have 3 DJs playing tonight. So this is one of the cool things about being in spaces like this is you can advertise and get people to come. Now, what's cool about these worlds is as soon as they start trending by getting people in here, they get put on these lists that it's a world that you should visit, and it'll start getting busy. We've had this place so packed that it mirrors itself into another world and another world and another world to facilitate more people, because it gets so full. So again, my original idea was always to create a metaverse nightclub for all types of music for people to come and dance. That was really my whole reason for being in the metaverse, was just to get my creativity and dance music from the IRL in real life, bringing it into metaverse. Now, I'm the facilitator of taking now real artists in real life, metaverse artists in metaverse life, and infusing it into one world across the board, which is kind of what the reason why I've been sort of in this space a lot, is to really get that moving and grooving. So tonight we'll be DJing. I'll be DJing live on the big screen, and I will not be an avatar. I actually will be in real life, IRL. But my avatar will be in front of the stage, moving, because I would be wearing my headset above my actual head as I DJ. So on the camera, it looks kind of silly because you have this white VR over your head while you're DJing in real life. But that being said, it also makes the avatar move as you are moving to the video that you see behind me. So this is kind of what I just wanted to just give you guys a quick view of what the nightclub looks like. And hopefully it entices you to come in and visit a little more. You can do this both on PC and Oculus, Rift, and all of the other VR headsets. You can visit AltSpace. You can go to altvr.com, which is AltSpace's website, and really just open an account, and you can start sort of exploring all the different worlds and all the different things going on. By the way, one of the things you're not seeing is the palm trees in front of you actually have green lasers shooting at you, but you can't really see those just because those were not programmed for PC. But when you walk into the actual nightclub in front of you, those were actually programmed for a computer, so you can see those lasers. They're just less complex than the ones that you can't see currently, but this gives you a really good view of what the nightclub looks like when you're dancing in it. We've got smoke, we've got lasers, we have a wall of what DJs have played and people that we work with, and we actually have on this side one of the 360 views of the Vegas Strip that looks beyond phenomenal and amazing, because you do get a full 360 of the Strip. Everywhere you look, it's a full 360. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Keep subscribing to our channel here, as we have more to teach you when it comes to the metaverse. Right now, I just wanted to kind of give you more of a tour of what ISSRADIO has in the metaverse, where you can come visit. There were 6 more other worlds I didn't get to go into, but these are the core worlds I really wanted you to visit, especially if you're just getting into metaverse and for Christmas you got an Oculus. It would be fun for you to visit. Now, one of the things I do want to mention is make sure that you do utilize altvr.com's website, because you can search worlds there, you can favor worlds, you can add friends. In Oculus, when you're in here, you can favor a world that you've already seen as a popular world. There is no searchable worlds within here, so you would have to go through pages and pages of finding worlds. This one is called City Nights. So if you're in altvr.com and you're logged in as you, on your computer, you can put City Space Nights, and City Nights will come up, and just hit favorite. When you go back into your AltSpace world, then you'll see it in your menu. In regards to, let me actually show you your menu. This is your menu right over here. There it is. So the biggest thing of your menu is going to be the triangle. The triangle is the most important feature on that. And so what we're going to do is let's just click the triangle to kind of show you. Here's the worlds. And when you favor a world, it becomes the ones that you can visit more often. As you can see, my cameraman favored City Nights because he's always there. But popular worlds are where it's trending right now that you should go visit because there's people in it. This one seems to be very popular right now, and these seem to be popular as well. So, but favor a world, that's also how you sort of get others to trend. and this is what your menu is. Now, one of the key things, and I'll say it on every video, is if you ever go into a world and that's playing music, the first thing you should do is you should go to settings and audio and turn the environmental audio low. All that really means is the background music. Like if you were my cameraman, the music would be blaring in your ears and you wouldn't even be able to hear me talk. So what I do is I just bring down the background music to 2 or 3. Then when people are talking, you can hear them versus not being able to hear them because the music is too loud. And a lot of these worlds, they don't have that. So you wouldn't even know that you had to do that. You were like, if you're talking to me, I can't hear you. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, I've stated already, go ahead and like and subscribe this and keep following us. I literally promise in the next 2 or 3 weeks to bombard you with a lot of metaverse videos that are going to help you not only immerse into it, but if you are one of those people that wants to be in it, and as you heard, some people want to monetize or be employees of metaverse, how can you get the opportunity to do that? So Israel Galindo, ISSRADIO, welcome to the metaverse. I will see you on the next one. What's going on, everybody? Israel Galindo here from Metalore, aka ISSRADIO. Hope you guys are doing great out there. So today, I wanted to give you guys a little tour of some of the worlds that ISSRADIO has built for not only personal, but for public use by others. Now, when I mean public use by others is a lot of these worlds that we do create end up becoming sort of hubs for other people to come and take advantage of and utilize. And yes, you can, in Metaverse, take a world and set it up and configure it for private use or make it unlisted, just like you would do a YouTube video, or make it public and interactive by other people out there. So let's go ahead and get started and show you what it's all about. Let's walk into the Metaverse by the snap of a finger.